Good morning, everybody. No, I can't hear you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. What a beautiful, wonderful morning it is. I'm so excited. I'm Eileen Fuchs. I am the president and executive director of the National Building Museum. It is my absolute joy and honor to welcome you here today to officially open our incredible new exhibition, Building Stories. Woo! Building Stories uses the wonder and the imagination found in children's literature to explore how we find our place in the built world so that we can build and design a better one. Build and design a better world. That is the National Building Museum. Building Stories, I'll take the applause. Building Stories features over 150 books from 28 countries spanning 300 years of literature. So why books for the Building Museum? Think back to your childhood, your children's childhood, your grandchildren's, and think about, we've all had that moment, right, where you're reading something and your mind just cracks open, you're transported to a different world, you have that just aha moment. Books have that magic. They transport us to other worlds, they show us how other people live in exotic or very familiar settings, they give us that ability to dream, and they have that magical way that you feel that you can only feel when you're lost in a book, and that is Building Stories. Building Stories reminds us that you really never outgrow your favorite children's books. The imagination you use to receive those tales or you use to write your own story is the same imagination you have to apply if you want to build a building or build a community or make impact in your world. We are so proud of the hard work we've put into this exhibit and the support we have received to make it happen, and I need to thank some people right now. Special thank you to the government of the District of Columbia and Mayor Muriel Bowser and the Office of the Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development, the National Endowment for the Humanities, the Morris and Gwendolyn Caforts Foundation, the Institute of Museum and Library Services, the DC Public Library Foundation, AARP, the National Endowment for the Arts, the DC Commission on Arts and Humanities, Events DC, HIT Contracting, National Association of Home Builders, Studios Architecture, the Field Fund, and so many others. Please give one more round of applause for all these amazing supporters. And I also want to recognize the Board of Trustees of the Building Museum. Many of them are here. Give a wave, please. All of you who have contributed so much to the opening of this exhibit and the success of this incredible institution. With so many regional leaders and community partners, they're invested in this exhibit. And that is because of the incredible impact it's going to have for families and students. And that is what I'm most excited about. Building Stories is going to be an anchor of activation, a destination for learning in our nation's capital. With 1 million plus visitors coming in the next years, it's going to make a substantial contribution to the mayor's incredible downtown revitalization plan and add capacity to the district's early learning networks. In our first 2 years, we will bring classes from all of the 54 of Washington, D.C.'s Title I public schools. Through an incredible partnership with the D.C. Public Library, we will have a presence in every single ward in the district. And today, we are launching the Building Readers Club with a goal of enrolling 11,000 young readers in the first 2 years. Please enroll today. Get your free book coming today. So thank you again so much. Thank you again so much for coming. I hope that Building Stories inspires the kid in you and that you will bring all of the kids you know to check it out. And now it is my great privilege and honor to transition. I'm going to introduce somebody who needs no introduction, but I shall. Mayor Muriel Bowser is the 7th elected mayor of Washington, D.C. She has a strong record of creating a bold urban policy agenda, making tough decisions in high-stakes environments, and shaping a diverse economy. Mayor Bowser has served her hometown in elected office since 2004 as Advisory Neighborhood Commissioner, member of the D.C. Council, and now our mayor since 2015. On November 8th, she became only the second person elected 3 times as mayor of Washington, D.C. She is the first African-American woman to be elected to 3 four-year terms as mayor of an American city, and it is my absolute honor to invite her to the stage right now, Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Well, thank you, Eileen, for that introduction, and good morning, everyone. It is always great to be here and to see so many people here and so many young people here to talk about the intersection of our young people, our built environment, and reading. And it just brings me a lot of joy that the National Building Museum is bringing so many people together for this educational experience. And I am so also happy that it will be a pillar of bringing people downtown. So let's hear for the National Building Museum, its board, its leadership, and all of you. I'm also delighted to acknowledge our Ward 6 council member, Councilmember Charles Allen. Please give him a big round of applause. The chair of our Historic Preservation Board, Marnique Keith. Please give Chair Marnique Keith a big round of applause. I see our Ward 3 council member, Matt Fruman, is here. Thank you, Matt, for being here. Let me also introduce our Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development, Nina Albert. Our Director of the Mayor's Office of Community Affairs, Jackie Reyes. And the Director of the Best Library System in the United States of America, Rich Reyes Gavlin of the DC Public Libraries. So I am looking forward to getting a preview of this exhibit that will allow children and adults alike to enjoy children's books in a new way. I want to congratulate the scholars and artists, including Leonard Marcus and the Plus and Greater Than exhibition and design team for the hard work and expertise that went into creating this experience. And while we are talking about enjoying children's books, I want to give a big shout out to DC Public Libraries and all of the people at the foundation who make it possible to spread the good news of young readers all across the district in all 8 wards. We are blocks away from our beautiful Martin Luther King Library, which is one of more than 20 libraries that have been renovated in the district since 2007. We know our libraries are centers of learning, connections to the world, work, travel, and so many things that enrich our lives. We were at the Shakespeare Theater just a few weeks ago with Rich and others talking about our downtown and all of the ways that we will be investing in a vibrant downtown. So please stay tuned to our progress at bdowntown.dc.gov. There are many, many ways that people can contribute, especially by engaging in some of the grant dollars that the districts will be putting out to encourage family-focused events and experiences like this one. So please know that you have a partner in DC government. Experience downtown every opportunity that you have and find ways to connect more and more children to the world by reading. Thank you, everyone.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mayor Bowser, and I am delighted to read a book to you this morning by Ezra Jack Keats. And it's called The Snowy Day. Did everyone enjoy the snow this week? Raise your hand if you enjoyed the snow. Fantastic. So let's begin The Snowy Day. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see.
Whoa!
After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, 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 his feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing out like that. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick.
I love sticks.
A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head.
Peter!
He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman. And he made angels.
Wow.
He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big, tall, heaping mountain of snow. And he slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow.
Whoa.
Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball was empty. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling.
Wow.
After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. Guys, stand?
Thank you, Mayor.
The snowy
A very relatable book this Sunday morning.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody.